Well, it has been a long and winding road, but we have finally reached the Season 6 finale of Smallville. Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Cam. Welcome to Smalltalk, episode 50. This is the watch party for the Season 6 finale. One-third of your co-host, Ryan Cam, joined by Jacob Collins, who is being represented by a curtain, and joined by Matt Wyatt. Matt, how you doing?
Doing good. I'm excited to get into the season 6 finale. We got through some of the best stuff, but some of the worst stuff. But now we're getting into the end, and I'm really excited to get into the Phantom episode, which is going to be one of the surprise DC character that you will be shocked by the end of this episode.
At the end of episode 49 that just dropped today, actually.
I mean, I honestly wanted to name a different character that's going to be appearing, but I can't because that will be spoiling it.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Maybe when we do a premiere watch party, then I'll add that in.
Okay, if you really want to know, Moon Knight appears. Okay.
Yeah, spoiler:
That's
Moon Knight
not even
appears.
DC, but okay.
Or no, you know what? Venom appears. Okay, Venom is the big baddie.
Again, that is not even DC, but go off, King. We're doing this watch-along style. We are live. If you would like to chat along with us, the live chat is open. If you're watching this after if you're watching the edited version, please feel free to comment. Let us know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel. I hit 520 subscribers today. I want to thank all of you so much for subscribing. It really does mean quite a bit. But going into this final episode, I was promised this is going to be the best season, and it is not. It's actually been rather uneven.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold up here. Who said that we were promising that this is going to be the best season?
You never said that shit was a lie.
Okay, that's a fucking lie.
I am old enough to remember when you, Collins, was like, Season 6 is so good. It's the best
Season 6 has some great moments in it, but I never said it was better than Season 5.
I even told them, like, there's going to be some great episodes, but most of the fucking love triangle with Lex and Lana and the Clark triangle was the worst, and you're going to get some of the worst episodes.
I will stand up here, hand to God, and say Season 7, though, is the best season.
We'll remember you said that.
That's your favorite? That's your favorite season?
Favorite season because it's so good.
I love Season 7. It is very much better than Season 6. It's getting that bad taste out of our mouths with this bullshit love triangle drama. But for me, I mentioned before that Season 5 is still my favorite season. But I love Season 7.
If you like Season 5 or 7, I mean, I don't blame you because which I will say, you're gonna after Season 7, I feel like that Captain America meme where it's like, so you finished after, the tension.
So you sat through 20 episodes.
So you sat through 20 episodes. Now you're sitting there through.
But I will say they trimmed 3 episodes down for Season 7 because of the writer's strike.
But it still works though.
It worked. There was only at least a couple of episodes that weren't the best, but most of the stuff we had a lot of banger episodes.
Yeah, because I think the writer's strike helped Season 7 because Season 7 they didn't do a lot of pandering. Like, when the back half, they get to the back half, they go fast.
There were some a couple of pandering
there
episodes.
There was one episode with Jimmy Olsen that I hate so much because I'm like, what the fuck is this episode?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You're just like, what is this? Like, I feel like what is this episode? But
when you binge the entire season for Season 7, it goes by so quickly.
Yeah, and I will say a lot of fans see Season 7 as the conclusion to Smallville because it does because the showrunners, that's the last season with the original showrunners.
Well, that's because that's when they left the show.
When I say who all, but and it feels like a lot of people say goodbye in Season 7.
When we get to the finale of Season 7, I will say that I don't consider that as a conclusion because if it had been the conclusion of the whole show, I would be fucking pissed off. Because Clark has not been Superman yet, and you left us with unanswered questions like, wait, you're going to end it like that? No, I'm sorry. I don't like that. That would really piss me off.
I know, but I mean, that's what a lot of small fans, because they're the reason why they consider it because the last season written by Gruff and Miller.
Yeah, because it didn't really have Alf Goff and Miles Miller doing as a showrunner for 3 last seasons. They have 4. Which I will say that they 8, 9, and 10 were not bad. I thought 9 was the best one out of the 3.
8 was the weakest. 8
was the weakest. I will agree. I mean, even though that the final season has the one episode that I think you know what I'm talking about was great. The best one. It's the trip down the memory lane. That's
Oh
all I
yes,
can give you.
yes,
You know
I
what I
know.
mean? That was the best one that I
Episode
got choked up.
200.
Yeah, the 200th episode. But there were so many subplots that were kind of all over the place. Like, okay, do we
Yes.
need those that they pandered
Especially in
in?
the main villain of season 10, you're just like, oh my god.
Oh
Really?
yeah, I hated the way they treated the main villain. That was so fucking stupid. Like,
Like-
we'll burn that bridge when we get to that
Yeah.
final season. We'll know when we get there.
I'm gonna say like we're here to celebrate Gruff and Miller still, because look,
Yeah.
season 6, they always say season 4 was their weakest season. I would say season 4 was a better season to me. I personally think it was actually a good season. Season
I
6,
agree.
I would say it's probably season 6 their weakest season.
Yeah, for Algov Miles Miller era for Smallville, it was kind of the weakest for season 6.
Because it feels like they were trying to figure out, okay, how do we do the Lex and Lana stuff? How do we do with the Phantom stuff? How do we do with Clark? And like, I mean, they had so many storylines going on in season 6. They
that they paired in. Yeah, we had that 33.1 subplot. We had the fucking Phantom as like their main story, but then we had the love triangle drama with Lex, Lana, and Clark that was like shoved and shoehorned into the one season, and it just wasn't well. The love triangle, we can all agree, was terrible. Like, they just pandered that shit in to add more internal conflict with the drama between Lex and Clark and how much they really want to hate each other.
I will say,
reason.
I do like that season. Like, when we get, let's wait after. We'll talk about it after the episode. There's guys about to say something, but I'm like, no, it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
But we are doing this watch along style, so I'm watching the Blu-rays. These guys are doing digital, I assume, so there will be no ad breaks. There will be no ad breaks. We are going straight through. But
Matt is doing VHSs.
I don't know
VHS.
how that works.
Dude, first of all, Smallville didn't even exist on VHS, so joke's on you.
Smart. Okay, jackass. Season 1 and 2 were on VHSs because I remember.
Wait, I don't remember them having on VHS tape.
Yeah, I saw it on VHS like at a flea market once. I'm like,
really? Are you shitting me? I didn't know that they were
had
selling
like literally
VHS.
Episodes 1 Smallville, episodes season 1, episodes 1 through 4 VHS.
Oh, so they probably had like volume VHS at the time. But most of the time, I remember getting it on DVD. I watched this.
I like when I had Smallville back, like I got it for Christmas. Like when did I get season 1? It's like 2008 or 2007. And I just remember like this was on DVD because I'm like I said, in which they even advertised. Like I remember getting Justice League. Remember the Justice League video game for PS2? Justice League Unlimited, the video game.
No, it was Justice League. It was like Justice League Heroes. It was Heroes. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
they had
that.
Smallville like advertises the Superman legend. Like they had the old advertising.
Oh yeah, the Superman legend begins in a place called Smallville. Get your season 1 through 4 on DVD.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want? The world, Mrs. Kent.
That was a great ad. I love the promo ad with the DVD. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I always at the time I rewatched the reruns on ABC Family when they were putting it on ABC Family at the time, and then it was before season 4 premiered at the time, and I had to watch all 3 seasons. And then I went to the library and got the DVDs, the first 3 seasons, to watch them. So I can watch the unedited version, because you know on ABC Family they edited stuff for some of the violence on ABC Family. There were some things that they censored in.
I will say this is my first season finale that I got to see live, because usually like the other ones I saw on ABC Family, and the tell was like, and then I got to see like season in repeat over the summer of season 6. So like I only started watching the back half of season 6 when I first started watching it live. So I never got to see. This is the first time I got to see it all naturally unfold, and I'm like, I'm just sitting there watching.
I mean, season 4 was literally the first time I watched it live on television at the time on the WB, and then I always used. I had TiVo at the time, and I recorded every single episode of the whole season. Yeah, TiVo. I remember. Do you remember TiVo?
I never had TiVo as a kid growing up.
You never had TiVo?
Oh.
God, I remembered it like it was the first.
We did the old-fashioned way. I stuck a VHS tape in there.
I did. Yeah, I used to do it the old-fashioned way. We used to record blank VHS tapes on VHS to record over episodes of shows or movies. But then TiVo came in the mid 2000s, and I remember owning it, having my parents bought it when we had DirecTV, and this was the first time we were able to have the ability to record movies and shows. But there's so much storage that not very limited.
I recorded over Inspector Gadget on VHS. I felt so bad as a kid because I loved that movie. and now I'm like, I'm not so ashamed now. And like as a kid, I recorded over Inspector Gadget on VHS and just rewatched, and so I had like that's an episode of That's So Raven on there, and then I had like Inspector and Smallville season like 4 or something like that episode.
Yeah,
and,
but every time when Smallville comes on TV, I treat it like as an eventful event because I used to watch it along with my brothers. My dad got into it; he was very hooked into that show, and we treated it as an event every week.
Yeah, now I want to watch That's So Raven for some reason. Oh my god, that was my favorite DCOM show as a kid.
It was one of my favorites growing up. I remember growing up watching That's So Raven.
It was one of my favorites. I was always a Sweet Life of Zack and Cody kid. That and American Dragon Jake Long. Phil of the Future, starring a pre-crazy Shia LaBeouf.
That was the second show.
My earlier Disney Channel shows was like Lizzie McGuire, and then even Stevens, and even That's So Raven. There were so many of the Disney Channel shows that were so good back in the day.
You know, the first thing I did when I got Disney.
Real ones will remember the Cheetah Girls.
I remembered it. Yeah, it was big. It was big and popular at the time when the first 2 movies came out on Disney Channel. They were big.
You know what? I hated the Cheetah Girls.
That's fair. It's not for everybody.
I'm sitting there watching it. Have you ever watched the first movie? The first movie's badly directed. Like the second movie's perfectly directed. I'm like,
really? I thought the second one was poorly directed. I thought the first movie was kind of better than the second one.
It's like they're cutting away, and then they got like a light that's like a flashlight that's aimed at
yeah. When they were doing the dance sequence and song,
like,
I get
this
that.
This is a poorly directed scene. I'm like,
it almost felt like you're watching a live music video style.
It sounds like something I would direct. It's like I'm just like it sounds like the director is like that episode of Big Bang Theory where the director's on his phone and Penny's shooting that gorilla movie, and he's like, you're doing good, all right, like but yeah, I love That's So Raven. Like when I first got Disney,
it was actually one of the funniest shows on TV at the time.
When I first got Disney Plus, that was the first thing I watched in 2019. I got Disney
Plus.
Dude,
do you remember at the time with Power Rangers? I don't know how much of a fan you are with Power Rangers, but back in the day, they had Saban and they had the rights to it, but then they switched it over. Then Disney bought it. And then Disney bought the rights, and I remember that the Disney era of Power Rangers, they were actually pretty dope, good quality. I'm not gonna lie, even though it comes off as very cheesy and fun, but it actually developed a good, decent story.
Sad. I tried to rewatch Power Rangers on Netflix not too long ago.
You can literally watch all the season, every single seasons on YouTube.
Awful,
that was intended to be terrible, but it's mostly going to be cheesy and entertaining.
Well,
they knew what it was. They knew what the show was going to be. It's not going to be Emmy. It's not going to win any Emmy awards. It's just something that it's having fun and ridiculous and let that be entertained. They know it's cheesy as fuck.
I mean, that's Power Rangers. At least this show is actually good. Smallville is actually a good show.
Well, yeah, it's a good quality show.
Coming soon to the channel, Raven Talk and Ranger Talk.
Raven Talk, yes. Ranger Talk, no.
Oh, come on, that would be fun.
Oh, come on! I don't care. I love Power. I love the early.
But they were seasons of Power.
Some of them were actually fucking awesome shows. I'm a fan of the Power Ranger shows. Not the later ones. The later ones kind of got worse for me. I was like, oh, it aimed way too much for children. Even though back in the day, it had a little bit of a young adult vibe from the earlier shows. But yeah, I understand it. The acting is not the greatest. It's not. But it's one of those shows that it knew what it wanted. It knew the tone, it knew the style. Teenagers with attitude, being superheroes, saving the day, fighting monsters, that same old routine in every episode. But you enjoy the characters and you enjoy their attitude, their whole shtick of their morphing sequence and kicking ass. That's the whole point, the fun about the Power Rangers.
Episode is primed up. I'm going to count down from 5 and then we will get started. So, this is Season 6, Episode 22, called Phantom. Getting the recap of everything, right?
Yeah, I like how it's Michael Rosenbaum goes previously in Smallville.
I'm not going to lie, the recap was not as strong as the other ones.
Yeah, because, I mean, half the season's fucking Lex and Lana.
Yeah, they're just fucking making it so dramatic editing. Oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, I'm married.
You know, when I watched it as a kid, I was like so excited. I'm like, oh
God, I don't care.
Now it's like, as an adult, you're like, I don't give a shit about Lex and Lana. Canada still. They're like,
yeah, it's so fucking Canada.
South America, Hey, Quebec. They're like, name.
Oh
a
yeah,
country.
we're in Quebec, even though it looks like the Canadian area.
She got red
Oh,
eyes.
here's John Jones. Wonder what's going on.
What do you think is happening? Orgy. He went to an orgy.
On this
Oh,
week's
shit.
episode of Sex Sent Me to the ER.
Oh fuck. Oh shit! Now this is some Exorcist shit right there. I'm gonna lie, this scene is gonna get a little bit more graphic.
This scene is awesome. I will say, it felt like something you're watching a Supernatural.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this was literally around the time season 2. I think it was like around season 2 or season 1 for Supernatural.
Season 2, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was definitely season 2.
WB on the season 1. Oh,
Oh damn,
Ooh.
that got fucking graphic. I don't even know what he ripped off. His heart.
Show
he
some
punches him
guts.
so hard that he gets blood on the camera. This guy, the Phantom, looks like the vampires from 30 Days a Night.
Yeah, that's so true. They literally took notes from that design of that look.
They watched 30 Days a Night and said, "We can make it."
30 Days and Nights that looking like a vampire.
Oh.
Where did he track him down? How convenient that he shows up at the right time.
What the fuck are you gonna do then, Lex? Just gonna be like, well, we can't kill. What are we gonna do then? We got guys to kill it.
Like, what's your plan, Lex? Damn, he just exercised himself, like ripping his guts out, like clawing his way out of that body. Jesus Christ! They don't do it at the Phantoms. They always do it the old fashioned way. They just extract the body out of their body without killing the
love
host.
that when Lex just runs in there and he goes, like he busts in there and he goes, he said, "Don't kill it." He said, "I need what's inside of it." And then, like all of a sudden, like even his security team has the guns. His security guy has a gun.
I was like, dude, like, what was your plan? What was your plan to take on the Phantom? I mean, you can't, like, he's indestructible.
They're all just like, the security team's like, "Oh, what do we do? Do we shoot it? Do we kill it? What do we do?
Do we shoot it? Do we kill it? Huh?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
If it bleeds, we could kill it."
I ain't got time to bleed. You got time to duck? Also, Lionel got a haircut, and you thought we didn't notice.
Which I'm kind of glad that he got a haircut, because I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing the same look that he brought, like, through the second half of season 6. He brought back the same long hair of Lionel look that he had in season 3. Oh, Lex cut Lana from stealing that DVD recording.
It's like, you did this.
And also, she was putting that music on as a distraction. Like, you think that Lex was not going to find out. You know he has fucking cameras everywhere. He knows it's going to be you.
The only reason she married you is because I made her.
Because I fucking made her.
Lionel really is the shittiest parent of the year.
Yeah, I know. He has the shittiest way to trying to show some comfort to his own son. He's a real father of the year. It all just seems to me that now they're just enemies at this point.
Yeah, no, like I said, like we said in the episode earlier, like all the time of, maybe they can get along. That's out the window.
Here's the scene. Here's the last scene we see Martha in the show. This is her last episode that they written her out of the series. This is her last appearance. It's so
What?
far. Yep. I'm not kidding.
It's her last episode.
Yeah, because this is where they had to try to find a way to write her out of the show. So they have her be
So
the
she has to be
senator,
written
U.S.
out.
senator, and go to Washington, D.C.
She said she was just a background character now, so she asked the showrunner, could they write her out of the series?
Yeah, they were not. She was not happy of how they were writing her character in season 6 because she felt like an extra.
I mean, I can't argue with her logic, but at the same time, it's like all the OGs are dropping like flies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just wait, Ryan. Just wait.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
This moment that Martha's telling him, like, just because I'm leaving to Washington, D.C. doesn't mean that you have to stay and take care of the farm. Like, you're destined for more things. And the whole point was to have you leave and go out into the world and not just stay behind.
You know, I just realized there's one thing Ryan's going to like in future seasons, Matt.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're
There's
talking
one
about.
thing, you know what I'm talking about? The one thing
Mhm.
Ryan's going to like that Ryan's
Mhm.
been getting pissed off every season about. He's going to love that soon.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to love that.
No, he will.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about, and then in the editing room, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense."
There's one thing that you keep getting pissed off about that you're gonna love in these future seasons.
Is it more noir stuff?
No.
I want
What?
I want there to be a noir section in every episode of
No,
future
but I'm not
episodes.
gonna.
Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not, you stupid bastard?
Say when or where, but there is a Resident Evil style episode.
Oh yeah, I know now.
So
I
this
know.
season they do a zombies in Smallville at one point.
Yeah, they fucking added zombies in Smallville. Like what?
You're just
Oh,
like,
they
what the fuck is
Smallville beat The Walking Dead to it by at least 2-3 years.
Let me see. I'm not gonna say when because I cannot spoil it, but I'm just trying to. I know it's before though. It is way before Walking Dead started.
So in this scene, Lois is now trying to cipher the numbers that Wes said in his dying breath that he kept repeating over and over again.
I do like that Lois has something to do besides she's just like I like that they honestly this season give Lois a better storyline.
Yeah, they did. They did. They gave her a better storyline in this season.
Lois should be like have the worst storyline because she's not the leading female character, but yes, she has better storyline. It's almost like Kristen Kronk's like I'm under contract, which is not the case at all. But it's almost like she's like I'm under contract, so you.
Oh, look at that! How convenient! So she's able to put 2 and 2 together by ripping apart the numbers. So technically, apparently they're coordinates.
You know, just
that's gonna be super easy, barely inconvenience.
But yeah, just imagine Christina Krunk was like, "I'm under contract." And they're like,
yeah, Kristen Kruk, yeah.
Fuck it, just give her like a pregnancy storyline. Fuck.
Give her the fake pregnancy storyline.
That's not the truth. That's not the case at all. I'm just saying I'm just.
No, we all know
we know,
Kruk is good people. It just
yeah. We're just fucking with.
Oh my god, a chest burster. I guess he had a face hugger on him.
This is literally like a fucking alien situation. The Xenomorph just popping up his fucking chest out of his body.
Well, I guess their blockbuster haul this week was Alien.
And The Exorcist and 30 Days of Night, apparently.
It looks, from what it looks like, that he's trying to find a living host who's from the Phantom and try to extract an alien DNA so that he can make more combat super soldiers.
No, you know what movie I just realized that they stole from? Species.
What? I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Species?
Wow, who is that person? Who is this person in there? Bunch of people in the facility that just slide in. A little steaming foreshadowing.
Why are they all naked too? What is Lex doing? Necrophiliac stuff?
Not as extreme as, but seeing that whole big old room of bodies kind of reminds me of The Matrix when seeing all of the battery towers and all of that.
Can you please leave Smallville? that would be great.
I think all the fans have said this for 5 seasons now. Please, and don't come back. Honestly,
I love the actress Kristen Kruk. I mean, she's a wonderful person, but the problem is, I'm just sick and tired of how they're treating her character like this.
After season 4, that right there, her storyline should have ended after season 4.
I thought her storyline should have ended after season 3. I thought that would have been the perfect time to leave the show.
I mean,
what else? Because I thought the witch stuff was fucking shoehorned in. If they pandered the fucking witch storyline,
I would have literally. I think 5. Honestly, season 5, like season 6, didn't even need Lana.
Yeah, I agree. Oh. Yep, today's the day he tells her the truth. Oh, you know about my powers, but there's more. But wait, there's more. You say something for once? Jesus Christ.
I once saw somebody do a mashup of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Smallville.
Why do I think this is going to be like Back to the Future Part 3 where Mary Steenburgen's like, this is the most cockamamie thing I've ever heard.
You're an alien from another planet. You really expect me to believe that? Clark, it's okay just not to be afraid. You can tell me about your power. You don't have to make up some excuse about being an alien. I really am an alien from another planet. Literally.
Nope. Apparently the Lana, that checks out.
Be like, I'd be afraid, like, because I always think about Watchmen. Like, what if you get cancer from him?
What?
Like, yeah, remember Watchmen?
You do realize that he did not give them cancer. That's just something that Ozymandias.
I know, but I'm
arranged
just
for them.
like,
that was
I just
fake.
think about that. Like,
why would you think that?
I always think about, like, if they're an alien, what if they have some kind of disease or something that's going to spread to a humanity?
If that were the case, that if from Clark's end, it would have happened by now. He's been in contact for like over 20, like 17 years. Are you kidding me?
Family Guy sketch of Superman where it's like he walks in and Lois Lane's crying, and so is all the women around, and they're like, "We all get breast cancer."
It feels like you're trying to harken back to Man of Steel when he's in the fucking interrogation scene in handcuffs, and they think that he may be carrying an alien pathogen. It's like, I've been here for 33 years, haven't infected anyone yet.
Yeah. But you've seen the Family Guy sketch, right, with Superman, where like
Which,
all the Lois and all the
so.
women are crying. They said they have breast cancer because they said they've been X-rayed over 3,000 times. Their breasts have been X-rayed over.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
And he goes, "They said I don't know who would do this," and I'm like, "I don't know either."
Lana tells Clark that Lionel threatened to kill you. She really snitched on Lionel.
So don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Just all the dirty laundry is being aired out.
Oh, he got that vengeful look in his face, like he's a dead man.
I think I feel like snapping some necks today.
I'm gonna beat Man of Steel by 8 years.
Oh, Lionel, your 11 o'clock is here. I don't know how that could have landed a cut.
Oh, he just likes to toss them around. So apparently you ponder off and to Lex.
Well, I've already got a kill count, so it doesn't matter.
Here comes John Jones.
Oh.
Dun dun dun. What a twist.
He's Jarrell's vessel.
He's an emissary of Jor-El. Which, didn't we already know that?
He is essentially Jor-El's rent-a-car.
He's his meat suit.
His Airbnb, if you will.
He's always inside.
Basically, Jor-El altered Lionel's DNA where he's not evil, but he still has that hearkening of that Luthor inside him.
He still has the Luthor inside, but he still has, but he has the pure, not pure goodness, not all good or not all bad, more of the gray area.
He's a neutral person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at Lex is mad at Lana. It's like, you stole my stuff. He drugged her and made her think she was pregnant.
I know, I'm not gonna lie, that was that's when I hated how they write that character like that.
Because he wanted to have ownership over her.
I know, you literally wanted to fucking own her. You were desperate. Because you knew damn well that she was not going to fit in your world. And Clark called you out on it. He was right.
He was on...
And he knew it.
He was on Red K, but he was right.
I like how he's trying to play the victim.
Well, no, but he even said prior to that, it was like in episode 2, when they were in the greenhouse, he's like, she's not going to fit in your world. The more she's with you, the more she'll start to see who you really are. And he knew it too. And he knew that the only desperation that stay in a relationship is fucking fake pregnancy.
Like, I like how he's trying to gaslight her. Like, I'm playing the victim here.
Why are you gaslighting Lana? She didn't really have those types of feelings for you. You fucking manipulated her.
She just ran away from Clark
her
into your arms because you were there. That's all it was.
You just caught her on the most vulnerability.
You were a rest stop on her sexual highway, Lex.
You were the fucking rebound.
She said, "You're incapable of love." Now he's like snapping where he's like, okay.
Oh god, this is now becoming a fucking Lifetime episode.
No, when he closes them doors, I'm like, oh, I love this moment where he gets like, he shows his true face.
He shows his true colors.
Like he's like, I'm tired of
Oh,
being.
you're gonna blame Clark. Oh, he's the biggest liar of them all. Really? Sure, he lies for a good reason, but you're the worst compared to him.
Look,
Oh, backhander. Damn, bro.
he's like,
He snapped.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The heel turn's complete now.
I mean, that's right. I'm like, Lex is officially to me a monster. Now he's not yet Lex. He's 80%, 89% there. He's not yet there, but like, he literally the fact that he is like he was hit Lana, and then tell her you really think I can let you walk away.
So, Martian Manhunter, how are you okay right now? Like a possessed man just turned your guts into a planet smoothie. Like the Martians are just really good at healing, I guess.
Well, the whole season that without Jarrell's presence, he wanted him to pass the test without any help, unless it was really necessary to interfere.
There are a couple of times I feel like the Martian could have intervened.
Because Jarrell thought that, hey, if you're not going to fucking listen to me with my warnings, then you're going to have to do this on your own.
Look,
without any guidance.
Your heart's gone.
Yeah, I know. Does he? How many hearts does he have? Because he's a Martian and not human.
Like 3 hearts, I think.
He must have. I mean, what the fuck? But now he's gonna have to leave the Earth's atmosphere to try to regenerate. And apparently, he worked with Jarrell on Krypton, so he had his history.
So this is not just a regular Phantom. It was an alien that was created in a lab.
Yeah, it was created by Kryptonians. The Kryptonians created a Phantom. It's a failed experiment.
I could just be thinking too much into it, but have Lana and Lois ever interacted?
Yes.
Yeah, many occasions, yeah.
Lana literally in season 5 when Lois was about to break her ankle, she broke her ankle. Remember, she was trying to get the Twinkies up on the shelf, and Lana saved her from falling. But then when Clark changed the time,
that's right. Yeah, the
100th episode. Yeah, it was the 100th episode. Yeah, but they talked a couple of times for occasion, not that, just for a brief moment.
Lois called
they first met at season 4. Remember that when Lana saved her life from that fucking meteor freak that looked like a T-1000.
Also, her and Lois were getting coffee when Clark was snooping through last season looking for Fine.
Oh yeah.
And then she told Clark, "Hey, I thought Smallville that you'd be at Lana's dorm with binoculars. Do you think that Lex can still be saved?"
No.
Right?
No.
So would you think Clark should tell Lex the secret?
No.
I think he already suspected that he's special, but I don't think he knows that he's an alien. But I think he knows that he is special, and he found out
Who do you think's worse?
Prior to his possession of Zod.
Who do you think's worse, Ryan? Lex or Lionel? Season 1 through 4, Lionel or Lex right now?
Lex right now.
Uh-huh.
Why Lex over Lionel season 1 through 4?
It's just a gut feeling.
That knife looks so fake, by the way. That line looks like a little plastic knife, like a prop knife.
Yeah, you could totally tell. Oh, dude, I almost forgot about that the episode. You remember the prototype episode when Wes was pulling the knife on Lois, and you could see the rubber, see it fucking vibrate on that fucking knife? That was so fake looking knife.
Yo, Lois just got stabbed.
Yeah, she got fucking stabbed in the gut. I was shocked when I watched that scene in the episode. I was like, wait, what? Is she going to die in this episode? No, please no. I'd be like Steve Carell from The Office.
Spoiler alert, her name's not really Lois Lane. He's behind you. Just literally walk to the limo. He's literally behind you. And you were pulling up to her. You were pulling up right to her.
Right there.
Oh, there she goes. Goodbye, Lana.
What do you think happened, Ryan?
She died.
You say who do you think killed her?
I mean, the obvious answer is Lex.
Lana. She's dead, son. She had to go film The Legend of Shang-Chi. Or no, not The Legend of Shang-Chi, the Street Fighter.
Yeah, she's too busy shooting Street Fighter.
Was that The Legend of Chao Li? Street Fighter, The Legend of Shang Li? That awful Street Fighter movie where they have an Asian baby and it grows up to be Neil McDonough.
Well, here's the thing. Kristen Kruk is Asian. She
No,
is.
no. The baby, they have like an Asian baby and it grows up to be a white man.
Oh God. I can't remember.
Shout out to Damien Dark.
Just like, oh,
The Legend of Chun Li. That's the name of the movie.
I'm just like, that to me is like, they could at least, like, they couldn't have any white
Here's the thing. I don't remember much of that movie because I've only seen it like at least a couple of times. No, I've only seen it like a couple of times when it was on HBO, like years ago. Fuck, I don't remember much of it.
I'm just saying that in 2008, they said that they made the cast Neil McDonough as an Asian character.
Yeah, they whitewashed him.
Oh, that's something they cast the baby right accurate division. But that one they believe.
Collins, why are you trying to make me laugh during this sad moment?
Because he's an asshole. He likes to kill the moment.
I just thought that was so funny. It's like the Street Fighter. I don't know what's worse, the Dolph Lundgren movie or that movie. Not Dolph Lundgren, Van Damme.
In her best Daphne from the James Gunn Scooby-Doo universe cosplay. Like, it's literally like orange and pink. Like,
is Daphne that? I always thought hers was just pink, like a jacket, and like.
No, it was a sweater.
Oh, you mean Velma? Like Velma wore orange. Daphne wears pink.
Yeah.
By the way, Scooby-Doo 2001 rocks.
Oh yeah, that movie's good.
The second one, I mean, I don't care about that.
Pretty much James Gunn took like, all the top like slasher movies like right now, I'm gonna take characters from all of them and they're gonna be the mystery. The mystery gang.
Yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer. You got Scream. Buffy, Scream, and then Bone Chillers as Velma.
Wait, what? What is this?
It's showing off her meteor powers for the first time.
Yeah, I was fucking with you. They don't recast that. I was just trying to say that.
I know, he was full of shit.
I knew.
The tears of heal. No, she has the ability to heal.
Because remember, she's a meteor freak. She can heal.
Yeah, it was kind of cheesy that she uses tears as a healing to heal her wounds.
Fox the Phoenix from Harry Potter called and wants its powers back.
Chamber of Secrets came out in 2002. This predates Smallville. Like
a single tear. Like, just drop it on a business card. The fairy godmother from Shrek 2 is gonna show up.
That's it.
Looks like Chloe's dead.
I'm 100% sure they ripped off Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
They did. Well, they clearly did.
How do we bring Lois back to life? A tear. Remember how I always say the showrunners like throw you a curveball, and like they never ever like they always throw you this like channel the keys and say this is what we're doing, and they go in this direction over here. I'm just saying All right, just expect that. Okay, don't ever expect.
Yeah, there's gonna be curveballs going on.
They do not ever like they'll throw you like say, hey, we're gonna like just like with last season. They're like, oh, there's gonna be like a virus that spreads through Smallville. In reality, it's like, no, we're just doing Zod.
And that zombie episode that you were talking about, yeah, that was like a fucking nightmare episode 2.0. Oh god, God, it always makes me nauseous every time they do shit like that.
Like, fuck that.
Just
Lex is like, fuck that.
He's like, fuck you. Nice knowing you. Just leaves his ass there to die. Bye-bye. And I could have sworn that scientist, the character, I remember him from the Chloe Chronicles. Remember the Chloe Chronicles, the featurette, DVD featurette, when they did a little bit of a...
I barely watched the Chloe Chronicles.
If you rewatch it, that was the same actor that was part of it, but not the same character.
They're casting characters to play.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, he also was in Snakes on a Plane as the asshole that feeds the chihuahua to the python.
Okay, here comes Lionel going to the facility. He knows where Clark's going to be.
I like how Lex just throws the doctor to the Phantom and then leaves.
Oh, Lionel has the kryptonite.
He's smart enough to just take the doctor. The Phantom drags the dead doctor.
Lionel has the kryptonite on him, so he's probably going to use it against Clark because he knows what Clark's going to do. Take us a little revenge.
I think that to me made me laugh is when the Phantom's dragging the dead body to the door. It's like, you think I'm stupid or something? Like, I'm an alien. I'm not I'm not. I mean, right now it's not the time to whip it out. Right now when they're battling, okay. That's something for their private moments.
You had to make it weird.
When they're Klex, okay, then that's when they can whip it out. And you can bring him to his Fortress of Solitude, Superman 2 style.
I didn't.
Oh, looks like he's shocked. So do you still believe, Ryan, that he killed Lana?
Lex is like, we're about to die in a second, so it doesn't really matter. Like, Clark, we're seconds away from death. Do you think I would lie to you right now?
We are about to reenact Children of the Damned, and you're talking to me about this right now.
I would be like, I want to watch this, because what's Clark going to do if he thinks Clark is normal?
This is getting juicy right here. Damn, he just fucking shattered that crystal like it was nothing.
Lionel and the John Jones both told you that.
Yeah, he literally told you that crystal will not fucking work on this Phantom.
No, Vanessa, only Zoo.
Clark versus Clark.
No, you know who he is.
Dude, did you know that this location at that facility that Clark and then the other Clark are fighting? Same location in X-Men 2. The Alkali Lake sequences where Cyclops was shooting Jean Grey at.
I did not know that.
It was the same location. Yeah, some YouTuber reactor on the Real Rejects did a reaction to that movie, and he pointed it out. Like, that's the same location that they were filming.
Oh, Lex, you're in trouble now.
You're in trouble.
Why would you tell him there's something with my wife? I would say, go in there. There's something attacking and killing everybody. I wouldn't say about my wife. I'm like, what?
It's either that.
First of all, who called the fucking police on him? Like, this just literally happened. Who the fuck told them?
The Phantom's like, he's just having a field day with Clark.
Like, that one thing bothered me right there when I was watching that episode. Like, how did the police know about this? Who fucking called on them? Oh, damn! Fucking uppercut his ass. Yeah, this is one of the best things I'd like to see. I want to see practical fights with two Titans fighting each other. It's always more fun. Instead of just overdone with CG. Which is not always a bad thing.
And Ryan, you are correct, by the way. Ryan, if you're thinking what I'm thinking right now, you're right.
Yeah, you dummy. Like, how do you not notice he's wearing a different outfit all of a sudden? You just saw him in the red and blue suit. Ooh. What the hell is going on? Damn, he just absorbed it. He just charged it with kryptonite. You just give him a fucking supercharge. It just made him stronger.
Right here. Right here. Watch. Listen, Ryan. That is who it is, Ryan.
Bizarro.
Yep, that's
There
who
it is.
Bizarro.
Bingo.
Bizarro.
I'm you, only a little bit more bizarre.
Oh dear God! Don't go to a to be continued. Don't go to a to be continued. Please don't do that. No.
He fucking flew. Bizarro Clark flew, showed his true form.
Oh, you fucking bastard! No.
I knew that was gonna piss you off. I was like, you fucker. That's what happened to me when I watched that episode for the first time.
His face turns like, you see his face turns like, the Bizarro.
His face disfigured. His face is distorted.
In the sun, he's like, oh, his face gets disfigured in the sun, and then all of a sudden,
we saw his true form as he's flying in the air. Yeah, that it left on a cliffhanger.
I love the ending of that so much.
The ending was awesome, but I was so pissed off by the cliffhanger and that, like, oh god, now we gotta wait for like 3 to 4 months for the new season.
Have a good summer, kids.
Yeah, because after that episode, like, I went back and rewatched the entire season, the show again, like, in order. Like, after that episode ended and that finale at the time.
All right, so Ryan, what did you think that they introduced Bizarre?
Oh man, well, to be honest, I had a feeling that that's where they were going. I wasn't sure, but I had a good feeling that's where they were going. I mean, hang on, let me mute this. It felt like they were going in that direction. Like, I'm sorry, like that was just wrong what they did. That was just evil. That was the most evil thing in the entire show. Like, you reveal Bizarro, you show him off, and then all of a sudden it's like, to be continued.
The next episode's perfect. The next episode is so perfect. Bizarro, like, it is like the whole episode. The episode is first like
the premiere does a hit. It does come off of a bang in the premiere of season 7, which it really delivers.
2 seconds later, it picks up 2 seconds later.
It will literally pick up right where it left off.
Yeah.
Like, they won't. There's no time jump. There's not going to be a time jump in the premiere.
It is like so good. Like,
it's literally these, like, the premiere, the finale, and the premiere is literally a 2-parter.
Like, I honestly love the premiere so freaking much. Like, I was.
Oh yeah, the premiere was fucking cool. That was awesome.
Clark gets his ass. I'm like, when I first watched, I'm like, who's the Phantom going to be? And then when you see it's Clark, I'm like. And it's like, it's evil Superman, like Bizarro. And then, like, whenever you see
I thought it was just an evil Clark at first, but then when he said bizarre, a little bit more bizarre, that's Bizarro.
Especially the episode 7,
which they did a little bit different. It was a little different variation of Bizarro because
in the comics, it's like he sounds more like
he's more of a monster-y, and he's just not very intelligent.
I like that they did it this way. Like, he's intelligent. He's just the opposite of Clark. Everything that Clark's weaknesses is his strength.
He's the opposite of him. He is the opposite of
He even wears like a dark outfit too. Like,
he's wearing a dark outfit.
Clark wears red and blue. He wears dark blue and red shirt, dark red shirt.
He wears fucking dark blue.
I have all of your weaknesses. I have all of your strengths. None of your I'm sorry, I'm trying to do it bizarre. But like, I will say there is one thing they do correct in season 7 premiere. There's one thing. I mean, I could tell me they change it. They make his voice sound deeper.
They definitely use that. They somehow went into the sound editing. They ADR his voice, making it just never a minute.
It sounds more like Ted Levine from.
Hey, Clark. Yeah. They didn't do because they changed his voice in the premiere of this.
Because they want you to know that Clark and Bizarro have 2 different voices. Because this one it just sounds like exactly like Clark's. So I guess they want to confuse people. They're like, Bizarro should sound more like this.
So, Ryan, what's your speculation is going to happen in season 7?
Well, Well, I think we get the Legion of Doom of some form or fashion. I'm not asking for all of it, I'm asking for some of it. I feel like we're going to get a version of the Legion of Doom. We're going to get the Justice League back, and there's going to be a fight.
That's what your prediction is? Do you have any other prediction? Like, do you have any characters that you want to see that are going to come in, or do you have any like people that you think are going to die, or do you have any people you think are going to, come back, or do you have any
Like, what's going to be a big curveball? Because they do throw a curveball at us in the premiere too.
Jonathan can't
I
come
think
back.
no, let's not go there. Jonathan Kent had like the perfect arc in this show. Let's leave, in the words of Fuel, leave the memories alone. Don't change a thing. So, I think Lana is all the way dead now, and I think Lois survives. I mean, I think that's a no-brainer right there.
Okay,
I have
so
a
that's
feeling
Chloe looks very dead.
Well, Chloe makes it. I have a feeling Chloe makes it. But,
all right. What about Lex and Lyle?
I think Lex is going to finagle his way out of the jail somehow, and then I think Lionel is still alive, but barely.
Okay,
And-
that's not a bad prediction.
And do you think anybody else is coming to the show or anything?
There is one hint, no spoilers. There's going to be one major character, a DC character that will be a season regular.
Batman? No, I'm playing.
That would be a crazy fucking twist when we see Batman.
Out that summer.
Well, Batman didn't come out that summer, not at the time. This was
Literally
like 2000
summer 2000.
The Dark Knight came out in the summer of 2008.
Season 7 was wrapping up is when the Dark Knight was coming out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because I remember I was watching the season
just go
finale,
crazy, think outside the box.
Like,
There's even if you're wrong, it doesn't matter. We love to hear you speculate.
All right, Green Lantern. That's my
Green Lantern. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's not far off because they could do it.
Ryan Reynolds just shows up on the show.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. He shows up as Hal Jordan, bro.
And he just wears like a hoodie and a leather jacket. With like green shades.
Just fucking green shades like a fucking Walmart Green Arrow.
But I pass it off to all of you, either watching live or in the chat. What'd you think of the episode? Let us know.
How would you rate this season?
Oh yeah, as season as a whole, what would you rate it?
This season was uneven as hell, but the highs.
It's uneven as hell. Yeah, it's like you have some good stuff, and you have to eat shit for a while. You have good stuff, you have to eat.
Yeah,
shit.
you have to eat good meal, but then you have to eat shit.
It's like you're never gonna get just a perfect.
It feels
meal.
like it feels like you have to wipe someone's off ass cheeks to eat a shit meal.
I'm gonna go 6.
That's a fair. I would say 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a fair score. I give it.
I'm
gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10 for the season. I think for this episode, I'm going 9.5. I really loved it. This
is a 9. I would, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. It's a 9.5. It's a banger episode, a great way to end it. Even though the cliffhanger, it kept it from close to being perfect when you ended on the fucking cliffhanger to be continued. But luckily that you didn't have to wait 3 to 4 months to wait a new season to premiere.
I was in elementary school still.
You were in elementary. I was in I was like a freshman out of high school.
I was in elementary school, just sitting there in my class, like in 5th grade, going, "I can't believe that Clark is." I'm like sitting there thinking in class, going, "How does he survive this? This guy has all of his what does he do? He can't go to the sun because he just gets power from the sun."
Yeah, I was a freshman, in the early when the finale hit, and it was towards spring.
Actually showing his age. He's like, "Yeah, I was in high school picking up elementary school kids."
Hey, I thought you were the fucking oldest, Jake. I literally thought wait, you were in elementary? Fuck, I still keep forgetting that you're the wait. Ryan's the youngest, right? Out of the three of
Ryan's
us.
the youngest, and then I'm the second youngest, and you're the oldest. You're the old man.
Yeah, I didn't expect. I literally did not. Yeah, I'm fuck. Oh yeah, back in the old days.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
passed it
so
off.
I'm fucking old.
I'm still in my 20s. Like, you're in like your 30s.
Yeah, in my
old
early
man.
30s, and I still look 10 years younger. So fuck you.
That's a good point, yes.
For
But
now.
I think we're all simpatico on 9.5. This was a great episode. Uneven season, but a great way to close it off. And my God, I cannot wait to start season 7.
Your reaction to the end of the episode was hilarious.
We
He
were
was
like-
like, "What? Like you motherfuckers!"
I was like,
That to
Charles
be continued is like Ryan's just like this with that TV. What's that meme of the TV guy punching the TV going?
Oh my God, I don't
it's-
know. I can't remember.
It's going in. It's going in.
Ryan's reaction to it.
It was the season 1 finale where Clark goes up into the tornado and we don't know what happens to him.
Yeah, I can't wait because we're gonna be season 7 is gonna be an emotional season because wow, we're almost. Can you believe? Also, we're almost done. We're at 7, 8.
There's
9,
gonna there, in, without spoiling it. There's gonna be another guest star in season 7 that it was in the other variations of Superman shows, which I can't name the actor who
famous
making
Superman actor.
A famous actor who was in another variations of Superman show.
We'll see. But yeah,
You'll see.
Season 7 feels like a love letter to the ending of Smallville from the showrunner's perspective. Like they
from a showrunner's yeah.
And then season 8 feels like a new beginning of like, okay,
yeah.
Season 8,
because they took a big switch.
I'm excited because
you could tell the budget got a little bit lower because it got a little bit cheap because they were shooting in the studio lot when they were in Metropolis, and then they're not shooting in real locations anymore.
That's why
and the cameras that they're using, they were using digital cameras because throughout season 1 through 7, they shot it on film.
And they said that's what the showrunner said. That they said the reason why they left Smallville is because they kept arguing because they were trying to strip the budget each season because the guy who ran the CW did not like the show, and they said 7. They told him 7's our last season, and they said they wanted to do 22 episodes, but they said the writer's strike only got to 20. But they said, you know what, we went out with a bang, and they said, you know what, and guess what, and they said, you know what, because they said contracts were up, everybody's contract was up, and they said they took that as an example of, hey, guess what, we can leave. And so that's why, and so a lot of people.
I mean, in my opinion, I think that for the next season that they should have stayed on for at least one more to end it off. And I think that and I don't want to give away too much, but for my idea that how they should have ended, I think that would have should have been the last one. I think. Not the storyline that they went, but I think that Al Gough and Miles Miller should have stayed on for at least one more season to give a full wrap up proper.
I will say
and let him become Superman.
The one thing I think honestly,
because I thought 8, 9, and 10 kind of dragged on, but I guess that they wanted to keep it on a little bit longer, just to end it on a round number for the season.
It pissed me off because there's things that pisses me off about it because season 9 and 10 especially does not feel like it's called Smallville. It should just be called Metropolis.
Yeah, they should have just called it Metropolis at that point.
Because I'm like, this is not Smallville anymore. He barely have we been in Smallville in the last 5 episodes?
We barely go to Smallville. We barely do. Like this is where season 8 he goes out to Metropolis.
When was the last time he went to the
But he's not even Superman yet.
It's like,
but
I mean, there's points in the final season that kind of pissed me off in the direction like, oh come on, it was too late to do that direction. Like really?
I mean, that's a lot of people like will say what the day. There's a YouTuber called The Day Smallville Died, and he goes, he's basically Superman by season 9. He's basically, except he doesn't wear the suit. He's basically Superman.
Hey, the Wachowski brothers, they called. They want their wardrobe back.
I'm just saying, he's basically Superman at this point. You're like, why are they still like, this is called Smallville, but he's not even in Smallville. What the fuck?
But I pass it off to all of you. What did you all think of the episode and the season? Let us know in the comments. Collins, you're channeling the description. What do you got coming up?
I have a review. I'm going to do a review for the first Aliens movie because everybody keeps telling me you need to watch the first Aliens movie before you go see Alien Romulus. So that my weekend, I'm going to go see Alien Romulus. And hopefully it's great. And also we have a watch along coming up for The Sacrament this Thursday on Ryan Cam's channel.
Yep.
And
looking forward to that. Matt, your channel's in the description. What have you got coming up?
Well, I recently put out my review of Borderlands. If you want to watch me rant for 17 minutes long, and yeah, watching me fucking rant about that movie, and I have my M Night movie Trap review, Deadpool and Wolverine, blah blah blah, and I'm seeing Alien Romulus on Saturday. I can't wait to see it. And to answer your question, Jake, you realize that Alien, according to the filmmaker, Alien Romulus is really a standalone movie that you don't really have to fucking require yourself to watch
you
the
know
first
what?
one.
I agreed with you until someone told me today that saw it said you really, really need to watch Alien 1 before you go watch Alien Romulus.
I mean, but who's to say? Like, I haven't seen it yet, so I'll see what all the fuss is about. But I might think about reviewing. I might review the first Alien movie. I've already reviewed Aliens, and then I went on Ryan's channel and we talked about Aliens like not so long ago.
They said they did say one. They said standalone, like it is a standalone story, but there's a couple of things, especially in the third act, that if you watch Prometheus, Alien Covenant, and Alien, it would pay off big time.
Okay,
that's what they told me. At least that's what a friend of mine told me.
Yeah.
Said
did you see that recent post that Fanny Alvarez posted, the animatronic xenomorph?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that looks so fucking cool, dude. Like, he's really taking it seriously when it comes to practical standpoint.
I keep thinking, I have not seen the movie yet. No one has told me anything. I've requested not to. So I'm not. This is not. If this is a spoiler, I am sorry. I have not seen this movie yet at all. I have not heard anything. A friend of mine did tell me that there's some cool stuff in this movie, but he did not tell me what they are. He just told me watch these movies.
That's just giving you a hint. And I think that what they mentioned that in the third act, it goes into a little bit of the alien mythos lore from Ridley Scott. That's what they were describing.
I hope that they're not saying, like, my theory is, I hope, and I've been saying this since the first trailer, I keep thinking, what if it's the same shit from Alien Covenant? Like, what if Michael Fassbender? Because have you paid attention to the trailer with the bags with the face huggers jump out of the bags? And I'm like, are those the same face huggers from Alien Covenant? When Michael
it might be. It could be.
That's what
I mean, how do you explain how they got onto that ship in the first place when they were entering the Romulus ship? Like, how do you explain that?
That makes no sense because there's no way a queen could have been on that ship.
No, because the queen was still on that. Oh, the LG. What was that same? What's the planet called?
LV-426.
LV-426. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's where the mother.
Call it the Prometheus planet that they call it's not. I can't believe it's not LV-426. we were joking about that in our video of our review, saying they literally set this up as an Alien prequel, and it literally goes to the teeth. But they're like, oh, we can't say this is LV-426, so it's like I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not LV-426.
Well, at the end of the movie of Prometheus, they left that ship left that planet, so they probably went into that LV-426, whatever the fuck that's called.
Remember the ship crashed?
No, it crashed, but they still that same ship still crashed, so they went into that different ship.
To another ship.
Yeah, then they got into another ship. Okay, yeah.
Like, that's the dumbest part of the movie. That they climb out of the ship like it's broken now. Sigourney Weaver one day is gonna find the ship. Let's go. And it's gonna become dusty. And then, like, one day we're gonna stay on distress beacon, so Sigourney Weaver and them can come back here, and John Hurt can get. But yeah, we're just joking about that, going, this is literally, it sets up even the Queen alien. There's even a queen at the end of the movie. There's a queen even, and it's like almost like Ryan. Me and Ryan were talking. We're like, I can't believe it. It's like almost like they set this up to where it's like they had like LV-426. They typoed LV-42 something, and like, oh shit. Well, you know what? No one's gonna pay attention.
But those channels are linked in the description. As far as this channel goes, the road to Alien Romulus continues on. I have a couple movies left to review. The Aliens vs. Predator Requiem is in the editing room. It will be up very soon. It's a terrible movie.
It's so dark. Like, what's happening? What's happening? Is that an alien, or is that just a piece of shit or something on the floor? It looks like an alien.
The Prometheus review will be up soon. Jacob Collins joins me to review that. And then Alien Covenant, and then Alien Romulus is upon us. We'll be watching along with The Sacrament, the Ty West joint here on the channel on Thursday. And then I believe I'm aiming for Sunday. I'm kind of gauging the room on this one for an Alien Romulus spoiler discussion. I think we all will have seen it by then.
Well, I'm seeing it on Saturday, so...
My plan
All
is
right.
Saturday and Sunday to see it.
All right. Well,
I'm definitely gonna see
tentatively,
it by Sunday night.
tentative Sunday spoiler discussion for Alien Romulus, but I'll let everyone know as that goes along. But as far as this stream goes, thank you all so much for watching. For Jacob Collins, for I don't know how directions work. For Matt Wyatt, my name is Ryan Cam. For Truth for Justice for the American Way, always hold on to Smallville. Goodbye, season 6, you inconsistent mess. You on to
Season
season
7,
7.
Miller and Goff's swan song.